Hey,
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
what's
What's
good?
up? What's up?
Y'all know
What's
what
up?
time
What's
it
up? What's up?
is?
What's up? What's up?
We back. We back, y'all.
We
Right.
are back
Yes.
here.
And it's another episode of
Mm-hmm. While he works on that, we're going another episode of Vibes and Convo.
Pick
Yes,
up the
sir.
ball, baby.
Uh-huh.
Yes. We live, y'all. We live.
Uh-huh. Yep, we live. We doing
Hell
it
yeah.
live.
Welcome to another episode of Vibes and Convo, y'all. We are y'all hosts. Kurt Quinn, Mr. Get It In right there. We got our big brother on key, always on key. And I am Sequel 2297. And this week we have part two, not part one, but part two of this music review series for Omarion's Full Circle album, Sonic Book 2 this week, y'all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
This one it gets good, y'all. This one it
Yeah.
gets good.
It's so
You know,
nice he had to do it twice.
yeah, what happened was we did part one, and then as we were promoting part one, we had some Omarion fans hit us like, yo, that's dope. Y'all doing part one. It's a super dope album. But he released that back in May of 2023.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get the new one because the new one is dope too.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Y'all thinking like us. Because we
Exactly.
gonna get both. We gonna get both of them. You know what I mean? But we couldn't skip. We had to do it right.
Absolutely.
You
Too
know,
much good
we
music,
couldn't
man.
skip. We had to do it right. So
That part.
we back on it. We back on it this time. You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying?
How
But
y'all feeling this week, fellas?
ooh, cold,
Yeah. Now y'all
cold,
feeling what I'm feeling. Yeah.
cold, man. California ain't got the. Hey, we ain't supposed. Hey, we not supposed to be this cold, man.
Yep.
We not supposed to be
Man.
this cold.
It
Yep.
was it was a smooth 32 degrees, 30 something degrees up here in Los Angeles a couple of days ago.
Ooh.
So it's like, yeah, I'm in the mornings, I'm cool with that.
Mm,
Yep.
Literally.
Jesus
mm,
Christ.
mm,
I
mm,
thought I'd
mm.
never hear today. Not California getting them 30s.
Shh.
That's Ohio weather all day.
I mean,
What?
it's warm now. You can go outside, it's sunshine and warm stuff, but
Yeah.
the mornings and the nights are kind of crazy.
Oh, most of the mornings and the nights are with us.
Super
Man.
gray, man. Yeah, it's when it hit nighttime out
Yeah.
here. Is when bro, it's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, shoot.
We ain't used to it, so it's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
it's a lot.
Yeah. And if you think that's bad, our nights even better.
Mm,
Like temperature drop even more at night.
mm,
Yeah,
mm, mm,
definitely.
mm, 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 mm.
But thank God y'all still healthy.
You know, still trucking, still
Yeah,
trucking.
bro.
I just put on, now folks don't look at me crazy when I put on that big old coat and that beanie and the gloves.
You've
They
been
be like,
dressing
"Dad, you
like
got."
you.
Now they be like, "Dad, you got the right idea." I'm like, "Yeah, right. I always had the right idea."
That boy Key was dressed like he about to go on the subway. You're
you know, hey, practicing good habits.
nah, that's
Yeah.
that's better than me thinking it's gonna warm up and walking out of the house without a jacket. Man,
Oh,
look, I
I don't
made
know
it
who you
all
think you is.
got all the way to work and was looking in the car like, where's my jacket? At home.
Yeah.
Shh. That's when you gotta be like, Shh, you turn. I gotta be late today. I gotta
Yeah.
get that jacket. But yeah, man, we back at it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Omarion, Full Circle, Sonic Book 2. So before we get into this album review,
Okay.
we have 3 steps here at Vibes and Convo that we gotta run by y'all, right? Get
Mhm.
us
Right.
right. Step number 1 is find your place of comfort. That could be your bed, that could be your car, that could be your porch, that could be your patio, that could be your if you got a den room, that could be some folks like to sit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Um Anywhere, your rocking chair, You know, Kirk Quinn's still on the clock for that beanbag.
Knock it off.
For that beanbag.
Beanbag on the clock.
He
God
gonna have to
damn it.
have an
On
episode where he put that
the
beanbag
clock.
in the screen so we can see that he got the beanbag. you know, um, yeah, man. So we want you to find your place of comfort. Step number 2 is get you a set of headphones. Right? You're like, headphones. Why I need headphones when I got, you know what I mean? I got what I got.
Say something decent.
You
Nothing too
need
crazy.
your set of headphones because we go through a lot of dialogue through here. Like today, album review. There's gonna be a lot of that going on, right? So it's gonna be a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth. So we want you to have your headphones so you have the best quality. Also, we also do performance breakdowns. So when we do performance breakdowns, we dive all the way into it. We play the music, we play the performance. We want you to feel like you part of what we're doing, right? So you need your headphones to really feel all the way zoned in. Step number 3.
What you say?
I don't need to cover the label. Look, I don't need to cover the label. We didn't grew up. We didn't figured it out. Timbo to help me figure it out.
That's
I
right.
removed the label. But step number 3 is to get your favorite beverage, and we want you to put it right next to you, right? While you're zoned in. We need it right next to you. Right? So now that we got those steps out of the way.
All right, Birdman.
Nah, Birdman's hand rub is a little different. You know what I'm saying? You know?
All right, all right. I see you, Cliff, man. Shout out, brother.
Matter
Appreciate
of
the love,
fact,
man, for
let me,
tuning in.
before we do this, let me enable that chat.
Be
So,
sure to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. To all our viewers, like, share, and subscribe, man. Come on in, come on in. We about to get
yeah,
into
feel free to share this live.
That's
it.
right.
Feel free to share this live. Share with folks that you know that love R&B. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And share with some of your close folks. Appreciate you.
Yep. Now sit back and watch, Cliff. Doggone 93rd's finest.
Right. We appreciate you being here, man.
Most
Yes,
definitely. We
sir.
appreciate you, man. It's love.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
All right.
Fellow
So,
security guy right there. Fellow security guy right there.
okay. What up? What up?
Yeah, yeah.
We need security in the world.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
do. All right, let's get into this,
Let's
man.
get
Come on.
all the way into it.
Let's go. Omarion, Full Circle, Sonic
Mm.
Book 2 album review. Let's go.
All
Song
right.
number 1, Black Magic. Who want to start this off?
I kick it off. I kick it off.
Who
Black
kicked it off?
Magic. Okay. Mario. I said, oh, Mario. Jesus Christ. Omarion's in his bag out of the gate. He's obviously found a pocket, a space of music that he felt like he has a nice command on, which is these dance records. I feel like dancing every time I listen to Omarion.
Mm.
This dude is really he really grabs the energy. Black Magic has a almost like a spooky kind of vibe. But would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like
Yeah, it do. It
it-
do.
it's a little spooky. It's a little spooky, but it's almost like when
I
I
hear the record.
right. It's almost like not thriller esque. Not going to say like thriller, but a dance record that's kind of spooky. The only thing I can relate it to may be like thriller or I feel like somebody's watching me type vibe.
Definitely. No
Okay.
doubt.
Like if there was a subgenre of spooky R&B where you can still boogie to. Shout out to he got that with
On some
this.
fight night type stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's my hot take. I like it. Dance record. You know what I'm saying? You think the first record defines a project? I don't know if that's so much the case here. I think it's just him knowing what he do well and just leading with his best foot forward.
Definitely.
I love it.
I will reiterate. Cool dance track with an eerie. I call it eerie. It's more eerie than anything. Not so much spooky, but
Yeah.
the same category, same thing.
No,
though.
no, I wish
Eerie,
I
spooky,
like
same.
that.
Definitely.
I love it.
I would consider this, considering everything I know of Omarion's catalog. This is with his thriller. This would be his attempt at a thriller-esque song, if anything, but really dope feel, with a lot of techno and house elements, but classic old dance stuff. Like definitely not too far fetched coming from him or whatever. Good way to set the tone, but just like you said or whatever, like definitely doesn't set the tone for the whole album per se, because it
Mm,
definitely starts taking a turn, going in different directions, pivoting from here. So I'm with you on that, Kurt. Definitely good assessment. Good assessment.
I
What
love it.
about Key? What about you, Key? What you feeling?
Man. So I'm big on the interlude, like that first record of an album, right?
Right.
I think is very important, just like the last record is.
Yep.
Um, so I feel like this was like a strong dance record,
Mm-hmm.
like strong right off the back, and I think it gives him that leeway to. Well, it sets the tone. It says, "Hey, I'm known for the dance record, so I'm gonna give it to you right away. And we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
set the tone right away,
Yeah.
right?" And it gets interesting as the album goes on. With I think I know what he did. Well, we're gonna talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like the drums on this record. Um, just just on that R&B nerd talk. You know what I'm saying? The drum kit is gigging on here.
Yeah.
He sounded really comfortable on this record too. Like the comfort, I think is major too.
I agree.
Overall, it was a cool record though. I felt like it was a solid record to start the album off
Mm-hmm.
with.
I
Yep.
definitely agree.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Oh,
Black
let's go.
Magic, track number 2.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Now
Speak
use
on.
your wow. Let's talk about it. I'll start this one off. I feel like it was very smooth and it was a cool record. This is definitely one of those records that stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
This song, I feel like this song shows O's maturity. Um,
Yeah.
and with that being said, that's going to be shown throughout this whole album. To me, is what I picked up on by the third time I listened to this project.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Odin got real, real, real mature on us,
Yeah.
you know, and I love it. Um, Dope record, man. I felt like this is one of the records that I really like on this project too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I feel like it was doggone definitely one of my top 5 tracks on this project. Love the feel of it. Sounds like to be honest with you, it sounds like some classic Ty Dolla Sign. If you go back and listen to some early Ty Dolla, some mixtape
Okay.
Ty Dolla or
Mm.
whatever, he's got like songs that feel a lot like this. It felt like that to me. Uh, but I mess with the song tough though, man. The Usual was definitely one of my top 5 picks off this entire project.
Yeah,
Mm,
definitely. I say that too. It's a standout record. The thing that grabbed me when I first heard it was it seems like whoever wrote it, if we can get the credits on the writers, if Omarion wasn't one of the writers,
Right.
there's a lot of smart like melody changes. Like it doesn't really stay in one place for too long. It moves like every 2 to 3 bars. The melodies change.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yep.
yep.
It's
Mm-hmm.
like okay, I was like, okay, this is, and to do that much seems like a lot. It was a lot of work. There was a lot of vocal harmonies, like that, a lot of vocal production in this too. And with all that being said, I still kind of was grooving. Like I still kind of wanted to move and not just sit still and listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I like it.
Hell
I like
yeah. Solid song. Another solid song.
Solid, definitely a standout.
Definitely.
it. I like that.
Hell yeah. Where we at with it, fellas?
Track
Where we
number
at?
3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Who wanna start that one off?
I can't even
Huh?
lie. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's only fair. It's only fair. I got you. I can't even lie. Another top 5 select. Uh, good highway groove. Like I typically refer to songs as highway grooves if it's like mid tempos, not you don't really dance to it, but it still give you that feel. Stuff that you can relax to or zone out to. I like to call that stuff highway music. Maybe that's typical of all my traveling I've done throughout the years, but it is what it is. But I love to hear Omarion's flow on here. Effortless vocals, smooth, on some cool shit for real. Just another cool vibed out song. And you'll hear me say that a lot when describing stuff on this album, like cool, fly, vibe shit. That's across the board on here. But this is another one that falls into those. And another top 5 select for me
Yeah.
on this album.
Cool, cool guy. Oh, this time I didn't want to dance. I actually did want to sit down and just listen.
Yep.
Um, I don't know if we see enough of Omarion walking up the falsetto like that. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I like the little melody that he was doing on there and walking into his falsetto. It's like he just vocally stronger.
Yeah.
Like
He is.
he's like, yo, I got it, fellas.
Yeah.
Cause the songs are dope. And keep working with Greg Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Click
like
on that.
I felt like we might have discovered a little
That's
duo.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Talk about that.
You
Yeah,
know?
he definitely
Um,
brings out a side in him. You right. You right.
'Cause
yeah,
Good catch, Kurt. Good catch.
yeah. I can't even lie. One of my
Oh,
favorite records on here,
yeah.
along with the usual. Um, I really like the melodics and the lyrics are really sharp on this song.
Yeah.
Um, I noticed that I love to hear Omarion crooning. I like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like it's one
Yeah.
of them things now, after listening to the first project, the first full Sonic,
Mhm.
first Sonic book,
Yeah.
now listening to this, it's like I like when he's in this zone.
Yeah.
And like the last album, was it the first time we heard him croon, right? Because if
Oh,
we go back to O, he has some records there too. But I felt like that album, these two albums took us back to that too. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate this record and I really, really like him crooning, you
Already.
know, for sure.
Yeah, I mess with this. Mess with this. Um, yeah, man. I can't even lie.
Can't even lie.
No pun intended.
Right.
All right, next track.
hmm Produced by Miltone, Greg Curtis, and Sammy Tesba.
Wasabi.
wasabi.
Whoa, Kimosabi.
Big balling is my hobby.
All
All right.
right.
So can I jump on this one then?
Of course. By all means.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, good sirs. Thank you, good sirs.
Oh,
Wasabi. Wasabi is dope. This is again, but this is more of a Caribbean vibe, right?
all right, right, right.
Right.
I would say Wasabi has somewhat of a Caribbean vibe, but at the same time, tempo wise, it's still very, very cool, very groovy. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So what can I say about it? Lyrically, he's in the jungle, right?
Okay, full transparency. I got hold on. I just got to put that in perspective what he's referencing.
Okay, thank
There,
you.
there's a, local patron that there's a bar that me and him frequent sometimes. And he calls himself the Lone Ranger of the Jungle when he's up on stage. And he likes to refer to Kimasabi every now and then as a doggone punchline
Oh my
or
god.
as a chant while he's doing his character. The dude's hilarious, but he's very entertaining.
Well, he would definitely love this Wasabi song because,
Yeah, I think he possibly would just because of the word wasabi is in it.
like, if this song was a person, it sounds like we found.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Cliff, man. Appreciate you, man. Top flight security of the world.
Of the world, Craig.
Nah, but
Let's go.
continue, Kurt. Sorry to interrupt, man.
Nah, man, that was good though because again, this does have an island vibe. It has the crooner vibes, but it's still kind of mellow, giving you that ride in your whip kind of vibe. So
Yeah, yep.
you know, That's how I would describe this song, Wasabi. I wish we could play it so people kind of hear
I
it.
know, I know.
Right.
YouTube, y'all need to let the reins off that, man. Y'all be tripping.
I mean, we can play it, but you know,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Good
yep,
strike.
I think it's
yeah,
good for people to hear us talk about it and make
yeah.
them want to, you know,
Make them want to go check it for themselves.
yeah, you
Most
know.
definitely. Most definitely.
Um, this song it had that island feel, had the island feel,
It's two
and
for
you
two.
know what? He throughout this album, he really put together a combination of things. You know what I mean? Like I hear the crooning, I hear the real cool records where he's the cool guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, you know, record like this, like Wasabi, like super cool, island feel.
Hmm.
Um, the beat at the beginning of this song, I don't know. By the third listen, I was like, man, by the time I heard it, I'm like, yo, this record kind of threw me off. The beat threw me off at first.
Yeah, yeah.
Before the actual drums drop,
Uh-huh.
it kind of it feel like it's going left. And then when it come to the island feel, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that was cold how they did that.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was cold.
It's
It
almost
was
like
definitely intentional.
Right.
almost like
I feel like it
misdirection.
was intentional. Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah,
it 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 it, it threw the ears off. You know what I
yeah,
mean? A little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah. I'm going here.
You
You
know?
think I'm going here,
Yeah.
or I'm
But
really going
it
here.
went somewhere else. I thought that was
Right.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another cool record, man.
Hell yeah. Hey,
Another
hey,
cool record.
in my opinion, to sum it all up, it was a good play on hibachi bars. Like the references lyrically that he had there, I'm like, okay, that's clever. That's dope. All the sushi and wasabi references, they were real cool, real cool. Vocally smooth, like real smooth on this track compared to some of the others. Well placed background vocals also. In my opinion, that's what really carried the song. Like the background, when you
Yeah.
punched in and out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of hidden gems in this song. Like you won't catch initially if you just skim it through.
Right.
You
Right.
really got to sit down and listen to this bad boy.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
man, Wasabi is definitely another solid track on this bad boy. I can't complain.
Right.
Hey.
Yep. Let's go to
Next
number
track.
5. We're all the way live with number 5.
Right.
Oh
This
yeah,
joint. This joint right here.
we got the Granberry. What's this? The Granberry Brothers on this one.
Right.
Ice Cream
Yeah.
featuring Orion.
Last time you heard Orion on the track.
I
Yeah,
know,
this
right?
this surprised me, man. It was definitely a fun record.
Heck yeah. It's like
I feel like they was it's funny because I pictured the studio session and I just pictured both of them in there just when one is recording, the other one is like thinking of moves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just
yeah.
on some cool like brother to brother thing, you know.
Hell yeah.
I could say that it was cool to hear Orion and O on the same song.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like this song would be cool to see live with like some dope choreography. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like this is that record that I definitely could see them doing.
if there
You
was
know
a
what I mean?
word to describe this record, it would be dope choreography. I could see one of those halls where where they be doing their routines and stuff like that. They always show the dancers in a little group doing little routines. I
Yeah.
could, I could see something like that off of this.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Better yet,
It's made for that, you know?
and on top of that, man, doggone, I could definitely see Orion making an insurgence back in the game off of this. Like he's been away for a long time.
Right.
Right.
Long time. I remember
Right.
Orion. I don't know if y'all, but I remember
Oh
Orion
yeah. Oh
vividly.
yeah.
I just remember the tall version of Omarion. It's like this dude
Yeah,
like a tall Omarion. You understand?
yeah, I know, right? No, no. All right,
Right.
but not to get off track, man. What do we think about the song, man?
Dope.
I like the song.
Mhm.
Like I said, I describe it as like just fun. Like that's the feeling they give you. It's fun.
And nothing
Um,
else so far sounds like it. So it has
no.
its own space.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know?
yeah.
Definitely.
In my opinion, man, and I'll be 100% honest. I hate to be the one to rain on people's parade
Mhm.
doing the music review, but this is the one song I can honestly say is just not my favorite. for
Okay.
no other reason other than it's just repetitive and
Mhm.
like there's not too many dynamics to it. It's not too but it's strictly just that a dance song. I get it. Wasn't designed to be that way. I understand that or whatever, but
Right.
it's still a solid song. Like I'll never like crap on it and say that it's
Right.
trash. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So you ain't crump back in the days. What you trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, that,
And like that wasn't me.
that part.
I
But in
That
feel
wasn't me
comparison to
playing.
everything else thus far that I'm vibing or whatever, like this one to probably be the one I'll probably be like, yeah, let me hear the next one.
you. Right.
Just to be honest, that's no shade to you. Oh, I love everything you do, man. But I know you feel where I'm coming from.
Right.
Most definitely.
Right.
But I love hearing Orion on the track though. I love hearing him though.
Yeah, it's
Oh
dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have the brothers.
Welcome back, the other O.
Right.
O number 2.
OEO.
Yeah.
Our eyes only.
Yeah.
On your body.
Look, by the
Yeah.
time I got to this record, I realized that O has found a new angle for himself, and that's crooning.
Yeah. And he's actually good at it.
You know what I mean? Like we got a little bit of that on this first album, but like, yeah. Um, this is another record where I feel like he was singing. Like
Yeah.
when you know, by the time I listened to it about a third or fourth time, I realized I'm like, he took it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like these records are intentional to showcase that. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, the way he's selecting his songs, I definitely like it. Especially the way he's picking them and then placing them on the album.
Yeah.
Super dope, man.
Hell yeah.
I like this record, man. Super smooth. Super
Smooth
smooth.
criminal. Smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk. It's another top 5 pick of mine on this
Mm.
bad boy. Another top 5 pick. Love how O rides on this track. Like he
Yeah.
really walking on this bad boy vocal on some cool stuff. He walking on here. He rides the hook almost like a bridge. Like it's almost like a bridge, the hook or whatever, but it's not. It's very interesting in
Mm.
his approach
Yeah.
on that song or whatever, but he's fire. Like it's like singing on here is fire though.
I
Mm.
Definitely
his
fire. It's definitely one of the top songs as far as vocal performances go, in my opinion, on this album. Definitely one of those.
brings me back to what I said on the last episode. When you hear an Omarion um record, the first thing I think is expensive. Ain't nobody playing, man. Ain't nobody playing with these records, man.
Yeah.
The songwriting is immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm not even talking about lyrics. I'm talking about how the melodic approach, doing some different things, and it's
Yep.
like it's kind of cool to see
Right.
because I can appreciate that. That's it getting busy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Taking
Ooh.
off. And, and
Ooh.
and I finally know how to pronounce her name. So let me be the one to break it
I
down.
was gonna ask if you
Yeah, I looked it up. I went and did some extensive research on
yeah, I was going
it. Yes. Her name is pronounced Bjornik. Bjornik.
Bjornik.
And that's intentional. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, since I'm explaining her name, might as well start it off. Taking off another top 5 pick featuring Bjornik. She's actually a rising R&B artist out of Chicago right now. Definitely working with credible people in the industry like L.A. Reid for one. Yeah, she's definitely on the come up, man. She has some work on Netflix. I don't know if y'all familiar with the show Cannon Busters, but she's doing the theme song on it.
Mm.
Yeah, man. But she's definitely on the come up, working with a lot of credible people, bro. I think we're gonna see a lot more from her coming this year. But it's
Huh.
a fly duet, solid vocals for both of them, man. I love how O steps up when he's singing with somebody else. When it comes to duets, like he vocally steps up. And
I
he's
love
like,
that.
he can meet whoever he's doing a duet with right where they at. And he's picked some cold people to do duets with.
Right.
Cold.
Mm.
Like people ain't no slouches. They not playing either. So
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm glad he brought
definitely
that
brings out
element
another
back
tier.
because I'm glad he brought that element back because last project was so heavy with the duets. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And to bring her back,
Hmm.
and this is top two, maybe one of my favorite, maybe my favorite song off of the project.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I
Mm,
mean?
I feel you.
And it's because of the type of song it is. It's a flat R&B record.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It is a can't be mistaken for a dance record, a pop record,
Uh,
a cool record. Now this is a
yeah.
little R&B banger.
Yep. Oh, Key, you might like this one. Don't it remind you of Tank? The song a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Don't have nothing
Right.
Yes.
on.
Yes. They do.
Like the
They
tempo of
do.
it, the
They
feel, like
do.
yeah,
Um, man, it's that's crazy you said that because I did think that. Um, Take It Off was the first. This was the first record I heard from this project,
yep,
and I'm glad it was
yep,
because like it let me know like when I heard this record after hearing the first project of this series, um, it let me know. I said, "Oh, he on the roll." I already know. I'm already expecting this project to be, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Connected to the last one.
yeah.
Um, it's also one of my favorites. All right.
Hmm.
This song reminded me of I'm Trying to.
Yeah,
For
that
some
too.
reason, I don't know. It was like, maybe it was like the way he came in on that first verse, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah,
it's just the tone that he was using. I'm like, this
yeah,
bring me back to that.
yeah,
Um, and it's all the way from the production to the vocals. It just reminded me of that record, which is one
yeah.
of my favorite records by him.
Hell
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. I feel you on that too.
Taking off, man, is neck to neck when I'm trying to. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yep. I concur, sir.
saying? Yeah.
Yep. Taking off featuring Bjornick.
Right.
Yep. All right, and we back on two sides of the story. Two sides of the story.
Right. Right. This one sounds like a Beyonce record.
Hmm. Okay.
It's weird to say,
Okay.
but it's the I guess the tempo. I've heard Beyonce singing songs in that kind of tempo for so long.
Uh huh.
So to hear somebody else do it, it's like, oh, this kind of sound like some Beyonce do.
Uh
Not
huh.
saying Omarion sounds like Beyonce, but
Hmm.
I think there's a certain angle of R&B, hip hop R&B isms right
Hmm.
there.
Yep. Yep. All right.
I mean,
Hey,
I like
it's
it too. It's pretty cool, but
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, I feel you. I feel where you coming from. Hey, for me, it was probably yeah. That was the last of my top five picks. This one, two sides. Is another fly cool track. Yeah, definitely more dancey. Not slow enough to call it really a mid tempo or whatever, but it's a fun mid tempo though. Fun mid tempo. If I had to put it in a category, like it just walks that line of like dance and groove kind of or whatever, like walks that fine line. But you can do either or with this thing. It's a great dance or anything else song, man. It's real all purpose groove to it or whatever. And all doing this thing, man, like comfortable just walking on that bad boy, man. Like giving us
Yeah.
giving us which
Yeah.
I'll always love from O. Like when I come to this type of stuff I would expect, like at minimum from him.
Right. See, once again, like two sides, um, is what I was talking about. Like the balance in his project. Like he knows how to get from, let me give you that, let me give you some vocalism where I'm crooning,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying? And let me get to he slid in that fun record, but
mhm,
now you're getting back to the two sides, which is kind of doing both. You know what I'm saying? Um, I noticed he kept using that same phrase throughout the song. The two sides of the story, the two sides of the story, even in
mhm.
the verses. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I thought that was interesting because I felt like that helped make it catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he used it that many times throughout the song. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you can have sometimes you can have catchy phrases in the song,
Uh-huh.
but it's only that part of the song. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
this the way he did that is like he kind of played off that chorus in the
yeah,
verses. I thought that was interesting.
yeah,
Um, yeah, man.
yeah,
Cool. Cool record.
yep,
Cool guy again.
yep,
Yeah, see, he go from that cool guy to that crooning to
yep.
that,
To
hey,
that,
I'm
to that.
real mature. I got an angle on you that's
Uh-huh.
gonna show you that I'm mature though.
Yep.
So
And
it's
then
the way
and
he
then
picked the records, man.
he still come back to that fly stuff no matter
That
what.
yeah.
It
He
still
make
keeps
his
fly.
way back to it.
Yep.
He make his way all the way back to it.
Full circle.
Full circle.
All right, man. Track number 9.
Yeah.
Enough for two. Hey, hey, real quick, I'm gonna say this and get up off it. Hey, this was a surprise honorable mention in my eyes. Like, and I didn't really catch this until right before we got on. Like, I was like, wait a minute, did I hear this song right? Like, like it's too slow. I mean, it's too fast to be a slow song, but it's got slow song elements in it as far as content goes. You know what I mean? But it's another good highway groove, but it's just subtle. It's subtle, but it's effective. Like it's hard to explain in a sense. But the feel of it overall over there, I was like, yeah, it could definitely rival the top 5 picks I had. Definitely could be up there, whatever. Like it was just a surprise, especially coming all the way at the end of the album, towards the end of the album.
To me, this is like it's like a super radio song.
Yeah,
It's like because it's R&B, but it's pop enough to be confused. Like this is the type of song that they would play on American Idol.
yep,
I
yeah.
mean, am I tripping?
No, I can see that
I
angle
don't
too.
think so.
I because it's just very clean, very mid groove, very groovy, very melodic. You know what I mean? And it's very, it's like the right amount of knots. It's like enough of not soul,
Uh huh.
like it's straight,
Uh huh. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the drums help make it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way it
that,
kind of it has that groove. Boom, pa, boom, pa, boom,
yeah,
ba,
yeah.
Yeah.
ba, 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 ba,
Hmm.
ba, 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 ba,
Like
ba.
it's
And
like
it
a
just
pop
stay in
record.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
stay in that pocket like that. I felt like it was a experimental record on this project.
Yeah.
Mm,
Just because um it's the only record that sounds like this.
Yeah.
Um at least like with with Ice Cream with Orion, even though that was a fun record, I feel like he has other fun records on here.
right.
Yeah.
But Enough for Two, the only one that's like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With but I don't feel like it's too far away.
Nah,
You
Huh.
know what I mean? Like it's an experimental record that actually works on this album
it's
though.
dope to see that he got that in his bag. Like, oh,
Right.
he's not trying to do this. This is he's doing it.
And you know what I wonder? I wonder if he has um if he's the only one making the decisions on the songs that go on the project.
Mm.
Mm.
Because if he's the only one making the decisions that go on the project, we got to give Omarion a lot of credit.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he's A&R in this whole
We
project.
got to
Yeah.
give him a
Like,
lot of credit. Like that's a question we got to, you know, just for artists in general, like if you a lot of them don't have that say so by themselves
Yeah.
all the time, and I understand politics, this, that, and the third,
Yeah.
but like if he's making the
mm.
decisions
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Definitely up there.
is
Definitely top.
really good. It's
We'd love
really
to have you
good.
on here to hold this. We'd love to have you on here to discuss. Oh, we'd love
Yeah,
to have you
man,
on
that
here.
would be beautiful.
We'd
That would
love
be
to have you
beautiful.
on here. That'd be wonderful. Pick your brain. Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Because his track flow is crazy. And I've been saying this for a while. Again, Omarion's projects seem very expensive. It seems like they picked the best of the best songs, the best production, and Omarion has been matching that level, project after project, and these last two are just proving that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
regardless of budget.
Like my man really got a deep bag of a little of moves. Like
Yeah,
I dare I say, you got to put a little bit more respect on Omarion's name outside of him being an entertainer. I'm talking about him
yeah,
being a R&B singing, songwriting, like he's that.
yeah.
Right. And I feel
Ain't
like if
nothing
you
to a
listen to his
boss.
body, if you listen to his bodies,
Yeah,
you'll get a little bit more sides of him.
yeah,
Right,
You know.
yeah. Solid,
right.
solid. Yeah, that's almost like his "Step in the Name of Love" in a sense. And I can
Mm.
see that song being designed that way because I can see a lot of people at stepper sets and a lot of people that do these line dances at these social clubs and stuff
Mm-hmm.
dancing to something like that.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that might have been
Yep.
intentional too.
Yep. And see, and if that was intentional, like that furthers my point even more. Like
Yeah,
you picking these songs, bro, like this, like a scientist like this, like
mhm.
it's really getting real, very,
It's
very
getting kind
deep.
of
Yeah,
hectic.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
In search of.
in search
We
of.
want to start this song.
Hey, dope song. Hey, he on this D'Angelo vibe on this one. Like if I had like as far as what I'm used to hearing from him, like it's almost feel like he was in the D'Angelo frame of mind, doing this on some cool fly stuff again. And with those two words popping up again, cool and fly.
I could see how you could say the D'Angelo thing because of the use of stacking all them vocals on
Yeah,
them phrases. That's dope. I mean, because I when I first heard it and I heard the drums, I thought it was gonna give us like some neo soul version
yeah.
of Omarion, but
Mhm.
it still balanced out to be that 2000 that golden R&B era kind of sounding repetitiveness on the hook, you
Right,
know.
right.
But it's again, I just I'm at this. If you got to this point of the album, you already sold. Like it's hard to skip. Even with this one, I don't think this album as a whole
Mhm.
is. No, I won't say that. I like some of the other songs. I'm a little bit more married to some of the other songs because I
Yeah,
spent a little bit more time with it,
yeah.
right?
Right.
But this has some really good records on here. This is another example of a super solid project.
Yes, sir. All right.
I agree. Yeah, if you got to this part of the album, you already bought in.
Yeah,
Um, I could see, yeah, the D'Angelo thing. I thought that too. I thought like, yeah, D'Angelo, like Raphael Sadiq type
yeah.
type vibe, like type production style,
Mhm.
especially like with the
Yeah.
rim shock and
Mhm.
um, I felt like I heard a little bit of violin in there too, like
Yeah.
just some other stuff that I wasn't hearing in the other records. Yeah, once again, like um, it didn't get neo soul
Mm-mm.
all the way.
Huh. But
You
it
know
was
what I
flirting
mean?
with it.
Like, yeah, it gave you a neo
Yeah.
soul
It was
sound,
like, ah.
but the structure, the song structure, the where the vocals stayed in that R&B lane, which is dope, man. Because I even feel like when people do these type of tracks, they usually do go the neo soul route, and
Yeah,
they it's on that all the way. But I
yeah,
like that he kind of kept a neo soul. He gave you a neo soul sound, but
yeah,
at the same time, he stayed on the R&B wave, which is different.
yeah.
Um, yeah, dope record, dope record. Uh,
Flexing that versatility.
it really the vocals on this record stayed in pocket.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really, he didn't really move around vocally on this record
Mm-mm.
at all. He just a cool. He just stayed cool the whole time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Which is which is fine too because them other records where you were doing like that had that cool feel, you didn't stay cool on. You
mhm.
vocally moved around. So the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that you picked a record where you could just stay cool,
yeah.
it's a little science. Maybe
It
we listen to the project too many times and we finding a, you know what I'm saying, the
yeah,
science to it. Like we could be on that too, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm starting to,
yeah.
but
And
like
that
I said, that third time I listened to it, I'm like, wait a minute.
mm-hmm,
Now I see what you're doing.
mm-hmm,
So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about like spending time with an album,
mm-hmm.
because we kind of spoke off air how we were talking about how um music moves faster these days.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like
This
people are
this
dropping
is true.
multiple projects in 1 year, and it'll be a whole album, and they dropping multiple albums in 1 year.
Yep.
So it's like,
Or an
mhm,
album's worth of singles
right,
in 1 year.
that too. Like it's just so many songs dropping. Um, and then you got like access to music the way we do now. Like you got
Right.
all the streaming sites, blah blah blah. You don't have to move a muscle to get to the projects.
Right.
Back when you had to go buy records in the record stores and stuff like that, like you had
Yeah,
to, so now,
People not that those things can
uh
cheapen the value of music
yeah,
because it was that supply and demand, right?
right,
right,
If something is easily accessible and easily available, then it's not as sought after.
right.
yeah, because I had somebody tell me like, you know, hey, I saw your post about Omarion's Sonic Book One. I just listened to it, like, and I didn't like it. Right? Their opinion was I didn't like it, but when you
Mm.
start talking to them and they start describing the songs,
They
I
didn't
could
really
tell
listen.
you didn't listen. I could tell you scaled through it. And the
Right.
scale through is like you didn't live with it long enough. Is my point.
Yeah,
Right.
And I feel like albums are not being lived with long enough now.
You'll miss whole records on albums if you do that. And and again, I think it goes back to us or back to the artist, right?
Hmm.
Because the fight is no longer we not okay. Music is music. Music is good. Music is bad. Everybody kind of have music. You know what I mean? And music ain't something that people have to buy anymore. So as an artist, I think it's no longer about selling music. It's about selling community, about selling relationships, selling solutions. You know what I mean? Because if those songs like have some kind of meaning to it, and you can tell that story to the people, then people will be more excited about listening to it for longer because they're
yeah,
more invested in it.
yeah. And that's the stuff that's gonna outlive everything else that's going on too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like good music is just gonna be good music when it's all said and done. And it's gonna resonate. If it resonates, it's gonna last.
Right.
Yep. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hey man. Omarion, you guys talking over here, man. We guys talking
We
about
got us talking.
Yes, sir.
you. Okay.
Number 11, Elevation Interlude featuring Dr. B. Is it
Serious.
serious?
Yep.
That's like
Yeah.
it's that's a play off of the serious
Yeah.
star in the sky, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dope,
Um,
cold interlude, man.
yeah.
Very insightful, very deep,
Yeah.
very provoking, thought provoking, should I say?
Thought provoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that he put this towards the end
I was gonna say that.
and
Oh
not the
yeah.
beginning, don't you
At the
think?
beginning.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It would have changed the feeling of it at the beginning. He had too many light records.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is definitely a lot more dense.
And that
Yeah.
makes me pose a question. Thank you,
Okay.
Kurt, for that. That makes me think of a question. Could this possibly be his way of saying might be a book 3
Right.
I definitely
to
think the
this?
series is gonna continue.
Right.
Yeah.
I would love to see it continue.
I definitely think it's gonna continue.
Huh?
Especially if it seems like a lot of production from what my man Curtis, right? What's his name?
Mhm.
Greg Curtis.
Brad
Great, great.
Curtis.
Mhm.
Uh, so if
You
they
just
keep,
you just like because Curtis in the
yeah,
name. You just
yeah,
like
Shan, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the
you
Kurtz, baby.
you nice.
Um, I just think if it's them two working together that's making this Sonic Book thing a move,
Yeah,
then yeah, I would love to hear more.
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta keep Greg Curtis because the sound, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Is
And
like,
and they work.
Yeah,
yeah.
They
heck
just
yeah,
work good together, man. I like what they doing.
heck yeah.
Right.
Mhm. And I would like to put that out to all R&B artists. Like I heard artists or somebody making a reference to like if you want to like really get back to like that song that stuff that's gonna last, people going to have to get back to the roots, get back to basics. Like, and they started using examples like Snoop got to get back with Drake. You know what I mean? Genuine need to get back with Timberland. Like you know what I mean? Started connecting the dots in that way, and got me to thinking like R&B music. Like you would like to see like artists like really lock in with that producer that really were pivotal in helping them create that sound that was theirs.
Some
You
of
like
the
to see them
some of
go
the
back
best
to that.
music are partnerships.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I wish to God like Chucky Thompson was still alive. I would definitely say Faith go back to Chucky. Go back to Chucky. Crank out another album like that. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. There's so many of those classic like producer artist combinations that were really pivotal and did stuff that really resonated and still resonates even today.
Ray J should go back to Pharrell. This is
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I mean,
girl, what you doing tonight?
hey, hey, Silk, go back to Key Sweat.
Oh man, wow.
Like, there's so many
Mm,
ways you can look at that and be like, yeah, man, ain't no telling what would come out of that.
Right,
mm.
You
right.
know?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Ooh,
guys
you gave
talking,
me.
man.
Ooh, you gave me an idea. Okay. The
All right.
last song,
Elevate.
Elevation.
Yes.
Let me show you elevation. I
Mhm.
thought that was cold.
Yeah.
He said he go let me show you
Mhm.
elevation. Let me show you
Right,
elevation.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Let me show you how
This
you
is
get to this
this
cloud
is
up.
what I'm talking about with his maturity.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
wasn't this wasn't about being a fun record.
No.
This is
This
about
was
showing growth,
yeah, let
elevation.
me show you how I'm gonna mix all of that together in one song. Like I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you some vocals, I'm gonna give you some lyrics, but I'm gonna give you that maturity. You
Did
know
he
what I'm saying?
sample his own voice to do that little high note in the beginning?
I think he might have.
I couldn't figure that out.
I couldn't either,
Couldn't
but I
figure
think
that out.
it wouldn't be far fetched
I
considering all
couldn't
the
figure it
falsetto
out.
work he been giving us.
It
Right.
crossed my mind, but I was like, let me find out O is really singing like okay.
Mhm.
Right.
like,
Right.
like he's sneaky. Sneaky. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you don't live with a project, you ain't gonna know. So this just think there's people out there that don't know that he's doing this
Right.
because you're not listening to a body. You kind of oh Mario Icebox.
You skimming through it. You
All
got
right.
you know what I mean?
Icebox was cold, like yes. But
Yep.
there's more.
I know it's hard,
Uh-oh.
man. But people is we lose stuff when we not paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Skimming ain't winning. Sometimes you
Right.
gotta sit with something.
That
Right.
part.
Right.
That part.
Elevate. You know?
Elevation, man. Another cool song, man. Good way to end the project.
Right.
I'm not gonna hold you. But it's another cool song, man. But once again, oh, do we always do, Healy? You want more?
Yeah.
And that's and that's
Mhm.
beautiful. You know what? I think that, you know, after listening to it the last time and I got to this part, I said, I always think like, okay, you got elevation and interlude, right? And then you got
Right,
the actual song, right?
right.
And then I'm looking at where you put it at
Yeah.
in the album, right?
Mhm.
And connected it to what Timbo said that, hey, I'm surprised you put it at the end, right?
Right.
Mhm.
I think that uh, when he first approached this project, that probably was first. That interlude was probably first.
Mhm.
That song
Right.
was probably gonna be first, but the album was called something else. I think the album
Ah.
was called Elevation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yes,
we
yeah,
did on some nerd talk.
that's a good
On
angle.
some
Yeah.
nerd talk. Like I
Right.
think the album might have been called Elevation before he had the full circle series idea.
Right.
Then when he had the full circle idea, he said, you know what?
Elevation to be dope on
I'm
here.
working with
Yeah.
Greg. We got this sound. let me just do a series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on. Oh, you got to come on
Look,
Vibes and Convo, bro.
a series like they go over to the hip hop side, like Nas and Hit Boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they got their own series going, and it's a whole sound,
The King's
right?
Disease
King's
series.
Disease series,
Mhm.
Right.
Full Circle, Greg Curtis, Omarion. Yeah, you know what I
Right.
mean. So I think that's interesting. It's just a guess. We don't know.
Yep.
I wish we can get Omarion on here
Yeah. Set the record straight,
and
sir.
Greg Curtis, and
Yes. And everyone involved in the last two projects or
yeah,
any earlier work, man. Like,
start
Right.
picking
come
the
on, man.
brains. Start picking the brains.
Hell yeah.
R&B
People need to
nerds.
know this stuff, man. Like,
Right.
yeah,
R&B
because
nerds.
this stuff ain't for play. This industry ain't for play. When it comes to put together art like this ain't for play, man. It's not for the weak.
It ain't.
Right.
It ain't, man.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I think overall though, this project was a really good project.
Yeah.
Of course, Sonic Book One. Of course, it's gonna be hard to keep up with that because you had so many features. You had so
Right.
many. It's so many
So,
elements in it that it's like it's not meant for you to keep up with.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just
And it was so impactful
it's
too.
meant for that moment. But that project doesn't take anything away from this one,
Right.
especially because you know that it's part of a series.
Not no,
So I don't want this project to sound like that one
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be familiar of a sound because you're
Yeah.
working with the same productions and writers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
But still want to stand on his own though.
still want to stand
Right.
on his own, and I think he accomplished that.
Yeah, I do too.
Um, Good work, O.
Good work, G.
Work, O. O might be on a
On a,
he on
on
a
a,
hot streak right now, and somebody need to say it.
I know.
right.
No,
Somebody need to say it
I know.
straight up.
Quality R&B.
He's holding down the fort.
I love it.
He's holding down the fort for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, we need you too, brother. We need you too. Thank you for keeping it going, man. We need you too.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, and that concludes another album review from the boys here at Vibes and Convo. Omarion Full Circle,
Sheesh.
Right.
Sonic Book 2. Hey,
Sheesh.
we encourage y'all to go stream that, go get that, however you do music. Hey, and he's definitely got some songs right here on this Vibes and Convo playlist we keep promoting for y'all, man.
Absolutely.
Man,
Tune in. Tune in.
man.
Anything that we talking about, we got it.
Speaking of that playlist,
Run it.
Talk about it.
we need y'all to go to Spotify and we need you to put in the search box Vibes and Convo. We got a playlist for y'all. Beautiful playlist.
Yeah.
R&B music. And guess what? Today will be even more songs added
Okay.
to the playlist.
Yeah.
We keeping it updated. It's beautiful. It's nice.
Nice.
Some good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jay Valentine on there.
Okay.
New music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Usher. Her.
Mm-hmm.
New music on there. You know what I'm saying? We working.
Yeah.
We working.
Yeah.
And
Also, the independence we got on there, super fire.
yeah.
Don't act like we sleep on y'all either now.
Right.
Yeah, we got music from everywhere, man.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere on that playlist.
Yes, sir.
Y'all need to check it out.
Yeah. If you're R&B, you're definitely on our radar.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Don't worry.
Yeah, man. Y'all got any last shout outs before we get out of here?
One.
Shout
Shout
out
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 to the
to
chat.
the chat.
Shout out to the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Well, stay tuned here, man, because you never know what's possible at Vibes Combo. I wish I could tell y'all more, but woo,
I just
Okay.
got to tune in. Lock in.
Okay.
Everything
Cooking,
vibes and
cooking.
convo.
This is where you want to
Instagram,
be.
Facebook, YouTube. Everything
Where
vibes
you
and
want to
convo.
be. That's where you want to be, man.
For real. For
That
real.
being said, we out this thing.
Peace, 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 peace,
Peace,
peace.
peace.